Hey guys, it's me, Luke, the mini theorist, again today, because, I couldn't just stop myself from doing Nerf Blaster reviews. I did one a couple hours ago. It took me a while to upload. For some reason, my uploads on actual, full-length videos are very slow, so between videos, it's gonna take a while for me to upload. It might take a couple days or just a day if I want to upload the next day, or it might take like a couple hours if I want to upload in the same day. But anyways, in the last video, I reviewed the Trailblazer, and in that video, I said at some point I would review the XSHOT lock lever action, and so I'm gonna do that today. This is the XSHOT lock lever action blaster. The gimmick is in the name. It's called the lock. When you get it, there should be a QR code right here. I took mine off. There will be a QR code right there, and you'll scan it with your phone, and it'll give you a code for these numbers on the side. You'll twist those numbers, and when you have them right, you'll push this button, and that will unlock the firing mechanism for the blaster. So then you can do that with the lever, and then you're ready to go. And if you're like me and you don't want other people being able to unlock your blaster, you'll take the little QR code thing off. It is a fairly removable sticker. It's kind of like a how do you say it? It's kind of like a tinfoil sticker, like a tin sticker. Now, it is XSHOT, and it came out around the time that they were using these waffle head darts. They are gray colored and orange tipped, unlike the ones. Here's the Trailblazer again. I already did this last video, but these are the XSHOT Insanity darts. I preferably use those, but these are basically the same. So and they came with the blaster, so I'm not just gonna shell them off. It has a XSHOT Picatinny rail on the top, so you can put your XSHOT attachments on there. My XSHOT Insanity minigun scope is actually fairly weak on this shotgun. Like if I just like kind of like slides, very weak connection. But if you have like actual like firearm Picatinny rails or like airsoft Picatinny attachments, you can definitely like screw it on there. And yeah, that's the Picatinny rail. It has a front sight and a back it has a front sight post and a back sight. I typically don't actually use that sight because I got this because I want to feel like the Terminator, so I just hip fire it. It has an 8-shot capacity. The cylinder is actually removable, but is kind of tough. And if you do want to do it, I suggest you remove the darts. Like, it is kind of hard to actually put another one in there with darts in it. So I suggest that when you're out, you just put more darts in it. 8 dart capacity, cylinder is removable. It has a sling attachment point here, and I guess you could call this a sling attachment point, but no sling that I have been able to put it there, so I just don't use that. And I actually prefer when sling attachment points are put on the bottom of the blaster because it makes it easier to like pull it out, kind of like when you're unsheathing a sword. And I actually like that feel. Like I said, it is lever action. But unlike the Nerf Zombie Strike Scavenger, it is not able to slam fire. When you hold down the trigger and you pull the lever, it kind of like tenses up. And I never tried to do it fully because I was afraid that I might break it. It does have some pretty cool designs here, some chains, some different stuff, hazard marks, the button, the lever, this little thing. Also, if you're worried about moving this while you're holding your blaster, don't be, because it is very stiff. I mean, not even I can push it forward when it's out of the locked position. In order to change them back again, you have to push the button. Oh shoot, did I mess it up? Oh no, it's good. I got scared for a second there, because I don't have the QR code. So, yeah, that is basically the XSHOT lock. There is modding potential. I have seen someone shorten it down so that the lock mechanism isn't there. And also, if you're wondering if you can one-hand it, technically, there are two ways. If you're trying to go for a kind of aesthetic where it's like Terminator reloading, where Arnold pushes it forward, pushes the lever forward midair and recocks it midair, you can't do that. The lever is too stiff. So if you try and do that, all you're going to do is this. And so you can't do it like the Terminator. You can put like a finger right here and do this, but it does take a couple seconds to reposition your hand so that you're ready to fire. What I do to one-hand reload this is I quickly go like this. I put the front of it on my shoulder, pull the lever back, and then do this. And here's what that looks like in a faster motion. Hold up. And that actually is fairly quick. It's not quicker than how the Terminator does it, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it is efficient, in my opinion. I haven't gotten the chance to use this on a bicycle or a motorcycle because it's winter. My bicycle is covered in snow and ice. But I definitely could if I wanted to. So yeah, the XSHOT lock. It is a skins blaster, but there have been no other skins released, so that's very strange. Originally, when this was on Target.com, or no, it was Target or Walmart.com, I don't know. Originally, it was $15, but because of, like, I don't know, it was like inflation, or it was during the holiday season. Maybe it was because people were trying to buy it more during the holiday season. It went from 15 to 50. Yeah, that's 50. It went from $15 to 50. And I feel bad for my aunt. She was the one who had to buy this for me, man. Yeah, so that's the XSHOT lock. I really like this blaster. Man, I really feel bad for my aunt. She bought this for $50 for me for Christmas, and then I accidentally shot her in the face with it, dude. Dude, I feel so bad. But that is the XSHOT lock. Very nice blaster. Nice lever action, kind of like the Sling Fire or the Scavenger from the Zombie Strike line, but it does have sort of an internal magazine cylinder system, so it is more compact and it is easier to get from your back. And you could make some sort of custom leg holster for it if you wanted to use it as a sidearm. But me personally, I just store it on my back as a primary or second primary. Yeah, the XSHOT lock, very decent, very good blaster. I do like it, but I suggest you buy it at a good point in time so that it doesn't rise from 15 to 50, because that's what my aunt had to do. Very good blaster. I like it. One gripe I do have about it, though, and something that you should probably know before you purchase it, the darts that it comes with, when you buy the blaster and you try and put the darts in the cylinder, it does take some force to get them all the way down in there, and that does kind of crimp them, but I have had no jams or malfunctions with the blaster with those same crimped darts, actually. So it does run very well. No jams, no malfunctions, no nothing. I strongly suggest buying this blaster only at a good time, of course. If you are into, again, like I did with the Trailblazer, cowboy, roleplay, just remember, if you are trying to do it one-handed, you have to do one of the two methods that I did, or change the mechanism inside so that it is smoother and more easier to do, like how the Terminator did it. Very good blaster. I know I've said that like 3 or 4 times, but it is a very good blaster. Wacom S7, if you know him, he's part of the Nerf community. Very good YouTuber. You should go subscribe to him. He had some very good things to say about this blaster, and I did too. So yeah, that is the XSHOT lock. I have good opinions on it, and if you have it, if you intend on purchasing it because of this video or other reasons, then I hope you like it too. Yeah, peace.